Welcome to Business Time, the main stage for your business.
Hello and welcome to a new episode of our podcast. And today, if you want to get higher education, to maybe get a better salary or to advance in life, but you can't find the right frame to do it, this is the place for you. I want to welcome David to our podcast. Hey, David Ebenezer, what's up?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Great. Thank you very much for coming to our episode.
You're welcome.
So I want you to introduce you to our listeners. You are the founder of Mount Institute of Business Development. And part of what you are doing is helping, people that sometimes felt, the train has gone off the station, that this dream of having a higher education, getting better salary, better jobs is gone away from them. But you are helping with your amazing system. And this is what we're going to discuss about today. But before we start all that, David, please, if you could just tell us a little bit about yourself. I know you have such a unique personal story.
Sure, I'll go ahead with that. Well, to be very honest, I'm actually an artist. I'm not somebody who founded this college just like that. I'm an artist. My entire career, I would say till now, 60% of it was devoted to art. So even if you come to our college, you'll find all paintings of mine and different artists which has been displayed. Well, that's how I started my career. From art, I moved on to become an art director, where I've been in film industry, done a couple of movies. And then further on in life, when it came down to a stage where my mother wanted me to be not in the film industry, but due to the, various reasons, she wanted me to take up something else. So the only option I had because of my communication skill was to move on to banking sector, which was open at that point of time. So I worked with HSBC as a part, in my career. And from there, something was lacking in my life, If you see my family, it's even from my wife's side and my side, right from our ancestors have all been teachers and headmisters and principals and all into teaching. So maybe that was my bloodline, which I did not realize until later. So I was just pondering on these thoughts of something that needs to satisfy my soul. And that's where I thought I would take up teaching as my career, and I moved on to teaching art, and that gave me a gateway to come into Dubai as an art teacher. I entered the UAE as an art teacher. Well, the education system over here really fascinated me. The kind of learning methods which is really inculcated by the government over here. Really, it's something which turned my idea into reality, where I was thinking, long back in my life, that I need to have something which is very unique in teaching. And that's how slowly, step by step, from the teacher, I became into administration. From administration, I took stepping stones into admissions. And then here I am with my own company.
Amazing. It's amazing to see your own development for someone that came here as an art teacher, and now you have your own school and you're helping other people, to achieve their dreams and higher education. So let's talk a little bit about the MIBD. Okay. Tell me about the curriculum, the idea of your school, because I know that it's it's meant to be for working people. People that already working, they have a job, they have something, but they want to do something better. They want to have better salaries. They want to have better jobs. So how does MIBD helps those people achieve that?
Okay. The whole idea comes like this. Well, we do see not only in India, but in various countries, there are a lot of students who drop out from school for various reasons. It could be because of the personal reason. It could be financial. It could be because of the burdens that they have to support the family. It could be various reasons because of which people step down from studying, and then later on in life, when they have enough money or adequate money, or when they find the growth being stagnant, and that's where they realize they have missed out on the bus, and that's where we step in and help them achieve the dreams come true. How we do it is like this. We do an OTHM curriculum, which is a UK based curriculum, and we start with level 3, which actually bridges your entire high school, and then you move on to level 4, level 5. And then you can top it up with your, any international colleges or university, which helps you complete your graduation program. That's how it happens. The idea over here is that it's not constrained like the normal degrees that you do, where you have to be regular to college. You'll have to do a 9 to 2 or a 9 to 4 curriculum, where you'll have a lecture base which is going on. Exams. No, it doesn't involve any of this. It's absolutely flexible. For anyone who's working, fresher, anyone, it could be a dropout, somebody who has learning disability. it covers all aspects of it. For example, let me just put in a small thing. This is what actually brought in the idea of me bringing up MIBD into existence. One of the factors that I loved about the education system of UAE is that they focus on all kind of learners. There are different types of learners. There are actually 4 types of learner. One is the visual learner. One is the audio learners. Then you have the normal lecture based, and then you have the kinesthetic learners. These are the different types of learners. Now, when you teach somebody, if you're not able to understand what is the mode of learning that they are accustomed to, you can never impart the knowledge to them. That's the whole idea about the learning which actually happens. But most of the countries fail to understand this system, so they just go on with lecture-based learning, which actually doesn't help a student understand the concepts of whatever it is. It could be mathematics, science, English, whatever it is. You cannot help them understand. But here, the system that we have covers all these aspects. Even if it's a visual learner or a kinesthetic learner, we give them assignments that is completely on all these 4 modules of learning. So which helps them learn things easily, and plus it's very flexible. For example, if the person is working full time and he does not have time for education, we have an online based learning where we already have the recorded classes where they can do it at the leisure, and it's all assignments, which means he doesn't have to write any tests. He just understand the concept, do a practical about it, and then submit it to us. So it covers all aspects, whether you're working, whether you're a fresher, you have long gap, name it, we can cover it for you.
Amazing.
And help you. For example, once you finish your level 4 and level 5, which means you are ready to go for your final year of your graduation, because your level 4 is 120 credits and your level 5 is 120 credits, so which is almost 240 credits. And for any graduation is totally 360 credits. So the final year is what is left for you. So when you're ready to go, you jump into any university which accepts your OTHM curriculum with this 240 credits, and you can complete your graduation program.
Amazing. So you mentioned my next question, which is about the learning methods you just said. So I would like you to give maybe an example of how you addressing every type of learner that you have, the visual learner, the audio learner, the kinesthetic one. How you exactly, what kind of methods, what kinds of assignments does any of those learners get? Make sure that he gets the best school for him.
Okay, it's actually prepared by the academic team, which ensures that all these 4s are mixed. We try to reduce as much as the lecture-based method. We only guide them on the system where what has to be done, but 85% of that is completed by the students. We only guide them. So, for example, I give you a concept of about hotel management on reception learning. Okay, what we do is we tell you the concept, we ask you to do the research, and then we put you on a practical internship with the hotel. So you learn all 3 over there, a complete curriculum which is covered. This is how we work.
Amazing. So you actually go to a hotel and become like a receptionist for a few days?
It's a part of your curriculum, yes.
Amazing. So you don't just learn, but you actually do the job for a few days, and then you learn the best way.
Yes, exactly.
Amazing. And no one can teach you, being a receptionist for one day even on a hotel, right?
Yeah, that's true. So we give you a hands-on learning, which makes you more, prepared for your career. Whereas what happens with the normal graduates, I'm not demeaning anybody here, but the normal graduation, you're not into the practical base of learning, but here you are both sides. You learn it, the theoretical wise, and plus we also give you the practical side. So you're ready for the next career.
Amazing. David, I feel that you always answer the next question before I even ask it. So my next one was about, the difference between you and other universities, because, in Dubai, many places around the world, there are really known universities with big names and big PR, for their side. And I wanted to know what's the difference. So I feel that one of those differences is definitely the fact that you are giving them the actual experience while they are learning, but maybe some more things you would like to consider here?
Yes. When you take the universities abroad or the curriculum, the kind of education system which is there, it's you divide in 2 categories. One is the university and one is the college. Now, college is where you deal with all the diplomas, and university is where you deal with all your degrees. Now, the difference is this. When you say a diploma, most of it is kinesthetic kind of learning, where it's all practical based learning, And these are mostly dealt with people, I would not say that they are left out or anything as such, but these are people who cannot afford to go to universities. That could be one factor of it. Who have missed the bus, as I told you, those kind of sectors. And people who also have learning disabilities. For them, they cannot sit in a classroom where there's a lot of lecture which is going on and it's just flying over their head. It practically cannot. It cannot be something for them. So these are people who's accommodated into a college, which helps them theoretically learn things, and that's what we exactly do.
Amazing. So I can tell you for myself that I have learning disabilities, actually, light ones, unfortunately. And I also I used to write, I used to say, I was never listening on class and I would just write everything. And like my essays before exams, all of my class took it, I just wrote everything I understood.
Yeah.
I just made the essays, summed up all of the information. And then I learned through the writing process of it. So that's how I got school and my university degree only by writing. So that's for me. Now with ChatGPT, I don't know if I would be able to even complete, because now it's writing for me, but I haven't wrote myself, so that's how I learn. Anyways, maybe you could just explain us a little bit more about your own curriculum, what kind of professions you can learn or what kind of programs you have.
As of now, we are approved by the KHTA. As we started very recently, we have been approved by the KHTA for the hospitality program and business program. But now currently we are in a phase of moving to a bigger place, which is already acquired, and we're moving in there. And once we are done the transition, we are adding on a couple of more courses where we have business structure, which is one of the aspects, the main aspect which you're moving into. We have healthcare management, we have IT sector, and one of the main programs that we are currently focusing on is on metaverse, because now, as you know, the whole world is moving towards the metaverse. So we had this been built up in the last 2 years. We have the faculties from US, India, Singapore, and Australia who are doing the sessions all from there internationally, and we have one tutor who's from Oman, who flies to Dubai every now and then for the session. So this is something which is very unique that we have international faculties who come in for this program. This is one of the core programs that we are also focusing apart from the hospitality.
Amazing. So I want you to understand, from your own experience, what can a business degree or an hospitality degree can do for somebody's professional life. So how can it change, the way that recruiters look at him when he gets a job, or how it changes the way or his even paycheck, how much a degree, a BA, let's say, for example, can change somebody's life in professional way.
Okay. When you take up the market today, especially on the government sectors and even in the private sectors, if you see, UAE has been developing very fast, and people who initially moved in, most of them are not graduates or who have completed the graduation. They got the opportunity, they moved in here and they started working, and they're almost 50, 60 now, almost 55 or 45, that kind of a category where they are looking at promotions, but it's not been given to them because they do not have a proper certification that can help them move to the next level. So the diplomas that we offer, which is by the UK awarding body and the off-call, actually enables them to achieve the dreams. The reason why is because this has also been given by the KHTA, which is approved by the KHTA, which means KHTA is one of the recognized bodies. And if you have an attestation from the KHTA saying that, yes, of course, this is a certified center that we approve of, definitely that certification is accepted by any government bodies over here in UAE, because they know that this is a valid certification given by the government. So that definitely helps him, whether it's a government sector or the private sector, for the career growth.
Amazing. And I understood that you do also a UK curriculum, which helps you, get move on to second year or first year. It depends on.
You do the first 2 years with us.
Yeah.
And the best part is that, like a university, you don't have to do the complete 2 academic year in 2 years. The period of 360 plus 360 days, it doesn't take so much time. You can finish your year 1 and year 2, which is 240 credits, maybe in 6 months.
Amazing.
It's left to you how fast you want to do it. Submit your assignments. if you're able to understand the concept well, 6 months to 12 months maximum, you can finish your first 2 years and move on to your final year. So which means the 3-year graduation program can be brought down to 2 years.
Amazing. So that's also a big plus for someone that wants to move on and get his degree as fast as possible, but also getting the degree on many known and amazing institutes all over the world, because it's a UK curriculum. So it means obviously in the UK, in universities inside the UK, but also in Europe, some of them. So it can open a lot of doors for you academically wise.
Yes. Now, one of the best facts about the program is this. For example, you're asking about the career. Now, let's say you've been in the government sector in a particular department of administration, which deals with so many things, clients and so many components of the business. Now, when you take up a business course with us, we go through your resume and see what you've actually done. And let's say if you have 20 years of experience, we would see what are the factors that you already know about business. And we skip those for you by just doing an assignment. So we know that you already have this as a practical experience. So you don't have to go through that again on your test again. So that's completely waived off after a small assignment. So which means, let's say if the program is 60 days, you skip out almost 40 days. So you just left with the remaining ones which you need to learn. So here what we give you is a tailor-made course which not only saves you time, but also giving you credits for what you actually know, than making you learn it all over again and wasting your time. So that's again an added advantage.
Amazing. So you mentioned before the hotel example. So if I'm already a hotel manager, I don't have to go again and become a receptionist just for this class, right?
Exactly, because you already know what's the concepts, what is dealing with this particular events. You know everything over there. So why do I have to teach you the same thing? No, we don't waste your time. We go straight to the point which has to actually improve your career, and that's where we deal directly with. And then the remaining we skip with a small assignment. Yes, that's how we do it.
Amazing. So one more thing I wanted to ask you actually, because you are dealing with a lot of students and you're seeing a lot of people's lives, at work, when they are starting to improve their life, doing their life better. And I know you've helped a lot of people create their own success, their own amazing story that help them, do better for themselves, for their families. So maybe you can share one of those stories with us.
Well, we have a student from Nepal, and he's 36 years old. It's one of my success stories in college. I wouldn't like to discuss his name because it's again,
it is on privacy, of course.
Of course. He's married, and he has his dream of moving to UK to do his graduation. Now, if he sees academic, it's not that very strong. But now he's with us. We are helping him complete his level 5. He's in his final stages now. Now, once he does that, we have already started applying for universities, and it looks very prospective that he will be moving to UK for his final graduation. So yes, that's a big success story. If this one actually hits the pathway of it, I'm sure this is going to be a very great success for us.
Amazing. So definitely we wish him all the best applying and hoping that we will get the best degree possible. And I also want to ask you, because I guess that whoever listened to this podcast maybe considering applying for you. So I wanted to ask, what are the main things he or she has to know before he applies to MIBD? What are the best things that will help him go through this process in the best way possible?
It's a very simple process. All we're going to ask you is for your interview. Just to understand how well your understanding is, so that I can gauge you or the team can gauge you, like what are your learning methodology that you would be comprehending to. Depending on that, we go ahead and do a preparation for you, and then you can apply and then you can get the admission done. It's very simple.
Amazing. And regarding time, okay, because let's say I'm a working person now and I have this amount of time and I still want to see my family at evening and I want to still have a normal life, but I still want to do it. I still want to have my degree. So how much time do I need to spend on learning every week? Is it flexible to my own needs? Just tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, we have a lot of working people in our college where we actually help them. What we do is we actually, once we finish with the enrollment process, we go through the kind of time frame that you have, and we select 6 or 7 or probably 10 students in one particular batch for who will be on online, because we are being given the permission to teach online and face to face. So which means we can record the session for you, or you can jump in online. It's completely flexible, because in case you're not being able to be online in that particular session, we have it recorded on the Zoom for you already. You just have to click the link, go through the 100 times you want to, and then learn it by yourself. So in case if you do not understand any concept, we have a teacher's links given there. You can question them and they can answer back to you.
Amazing. So you have all the benefits actually.
Exactly.
Either if you like to learn face to face or online, or you want to see it recorded later,
Yes.
or you want to get also someone that helps you, the teachers. Maybe you could just tell us a little bit about that, about how the teachers can really help me implement whatever I'm learning.
Okay. For any concept that is you're not able to understand, we have a learning module on which you put your questions to, and teachers also encourage them to call them directly, emails, Zoom calls. You can get your answers anytime that you want.
Amazing. So
Yes.
and let's maybe go back a little bit about your curriculum, about business studies. We've mentioned, one example for practical learning on hospitality, but how do I do it on business? Do you put me on as a manager in a company and I just start running deals? How does it work?
For the business, it depends on, there are different segments of business. So it depends on which one you are looking at to end your business into. For example, we normally look at, we don't normally teach you to become an employee. Our whole concept is to make you an employer. So that's a whole lot different that we actually make. We don't give you an ideology saying that this diploma can get you a job. We want you to take the diploma and give others a job. So that's what we normally inculcate in our students. So we don't talk anything about you getting a certificate to get a job. No, we say when you get this diploma, you have the knowledge to start your own business. So look at that kind of a perspective rather than you working for somebody else. So that's the whole ideology.
Definitely. So it's definitely a life-changing thing, for
Yes.
people, because it's a concept that, they've been working for somebody for 30, 40, sometimes even more
Yes.
years. And now you're telling them, no, this is your time to open your own business.
Exactly. The reason is because I take it from my own example. I was always thinking I will be an employee throughout my life. But to certain systems that happened and changes that happened, probably I would say thank the COVID, so many things that happened, made me understand my own potentials. And today, I have my own business. So everybody has a potential. It's just that right key to unlock your potential is what's required. And that's what we keenly focus on. We instigate students to say, don't think on the aspect of you working for somebody. Always have an open mind that you can, and especially coming to this land of opportunity, UAE has blessed everybody who had the ideas, who's hardworking. I'm sure that you can be a successful person in this country. You cannot do it anywhere else. I'm sure about that. But here, you have so many opportunities that is available there in today's market, especially in Dubai and UAE, which you can actually, make yourself available to.
Amazing. I definitely agree with that. I feel that it's the best place for a hard worker,
Yes.
individual who wants to improve his life and to be successful. I
Very
feel this
true.
is the best place worldwide, definitely. Let's talk a little bit about, because I feel that people, at age 30, 40, 50, we spoke about it a little bit at the beginning. They maybe felt that the bus has left the station, or they feel that they've been neglected behind on this idea of higher education. And they may be a little bit afraid of, getting back to school, getting back to learning, getting back to writing, getting back to doing all those things. What can you say to someone that listens to us right now and maybe is a little bit afraid of beginning?
Okay, you can be even 50 or 60 years old. If you're that fun-loving person, I would say that you can definitely enjoy the system that we have, because there is no something called rigid process that we have. It's like, no, you have to do this. No, it's very simple. We make it very friendly, approachable. We have many people who are 40 years old are still doing a course with us. So they enjoy it. It's actually, we think that, the 40 or the 50 years old have the mindset that they cannot. But once they are there, when they meet the other people around them, it obviously encourages them to start learning. We definitely motivate them on those factors. We don't kind of segregate them in the age factor or anything. No, we make it very open platform with fun and stuff like that, which enables them to do well.
Amazing. And about, the studies itself, maybe they feel that it's too hard for them, that they don't have the brain. After you, as a young kid, you have a different mind than a
Yes.
40, 50, 60-year-old. And sometimes they feel that they can't put up with the pace, so...
What you're saying is understandable. when it comes to a lecture-based learning where you have to take in a lot of concepts in your head. But here it's not that. It's completely practical-based learning where you are doing the research yourself. So what happens is a 40-year-old is much more advanced than a 20-year-old because he has more practical knowledge. So moreover, they will start enjoying this kind of learning because they are much advanced than the ones here. So definitely it's a turnaround there.
And regarding those people that now work in the UAE, sometimes they are working very, very hard and their paychecks, are just not enough, to support the family, support the children, and also pay for higher education on the universities. So how do you guys at the MIBD really helps those people achieve that thing?
As I said, we first do the interviews with them. We find out what category they are into, their learning methodology, which they were comfortable in. We also see how long they might take to complete the duration of the course. Putting all that into consideration, we look at the financial background also of the student, and we consider on scholarships for them. That's something which we always believe in, because we always believe that an education is for everyone. It's not limited to one particular category of people. Education should be for everyone. So that's a whole goal of the motive of our institute. So pricing is something that we really work on for students and make it really affordable for them so that they can complete the diploma or the degree that they're aiming for. So price is something which we don't worry about. We always go along with the students to see where their ends are, how they need to be met, and we meet it according to their needs.
It's amazing that you see that this way, because I really feel that education should be accessible for everybody. Everybody should get it, because this is the way to do better in life. It's also working and being practical is definitely good, but if you also have the education, you can do much better. So, you mentioned earlier in your things that you are also working on a metaverse studies. So it sounds very interesting. I tried metaverse a few times in my life. It's been really fun, but how do you implement it on an actual study for university?
We in fact have 4 different courses on metaverse. We have the AR, VR, we have game development and game designing. We are also looking at having this inculcated in schools. We are working on a project of taking it to schools because, as you know, the success story of many companies and the stories which is of companies that missed the bus is because they never took, I would say, the ideas into their companies, and they missed the bus. That's what I would say. For example, let's just talk about Kodak. Today, I was a fan of Kodak because I love these matte prints and Kodak was the best. But today they are nowhere to be seen. It's because they missed on one small concept, which if they had adapted those days, could have made a turnaround in the entire company's history. But then they missed the bus. That's exactly right. So now the entire system is moving towards that particular kind of a training program. And every company is working towards metaverse and these kind of designing concepts. Probably tomorrow we'll not be sitting at a table like this and discussing face-to-face. It's going to be revolutionized in a very different format. So you need to be prepared. And that's where exactly what we like to do with the schools and youngsters, especially for these particular programs, educating about metaverse, what are the benefits that could actually give them, and how they could develop a career out of it. This is what our training program is all about, and we are working on it very stringently. And we have, as I told you earlier, we have faculty from all across the globe, the best. In fact, one of our trainers is actually the one who did the movie called Alibaba, the first the animation movie. He's one of our train leads, and we have leads who've been in the MGM and many of these Hollywood movies being a part of a team. So that's again a success story just we're working on. Probably you'll be hearing more about metaverse from MIBD soon.
Amazing. And also, it's another combination of your past in art and in film industry towards this amazing thing you are doing right now, which is also an amazing connection. And, you also mentioned to me, just a few days ago, you sent me on WhatsApp this video of your new offices in Dubai South. And I really want to speak about that because it's an amazing a place there where it's also in the, the most advanced, a new place in Dubai. Everyone wants to invest in Dubai South and go to Dubai South. And now you are moving there with really nice nice faculty and a really nice place. So tell us a little bit about this move.
Well, it's a fantastic place. We did a lot of research where exactly to move with, looking at the aspect of our particular company growth that is happening very rapidly. That was the best place that you could actually look at, because now the current place that you have is approximately 5,000 square feet, which is expandable to another 15,000. And we also have another one which is 50,000, which is on the pipeline. So that's the main reason why we moved there. Financially, it's a good aspect because the pricing are still affordable for any kind of colleges that are trying to move in there. And there's a good support that's actually been given by DWC and the particular developing authorities over there. The support is really amazing. And that's the main reason we wanted to be a part of a team there.
Amazing. It's also, for people that want to come and face-to-face and meet, they have
Yes.
the most advanced classrooms I've seen on the video. So definitely it's a good place to learn.
Exactly. We have completely digitalized classrooms over there. And plus, we also provide transportation facility for our students. So anybody who's coming in from the city, it's not a big deal, because once they can arrive in a particular point, from where our bus picks them up and then brings them to DWC and then again drops them back after their classes. So we also provide the transport facility. Plus, if they're staying somewhere around, metro is close by to Expo. It's not a place that it's very far, because I go there every day. So it's like I love the drive. So it's a nice, beautiful place to stay with that.
Yeah, I actually work from the Expo quite often. So I do these drives in the morning, and it's really like you are against the traffic. The traffic
Exactly.
goes in the north and you're going south.
Yes.
Which is really good. So it saves a lot of time.
Yes.
And David, it's been a real amazing conversation. We're speaking with you here about the future of education and the things you're doing at MIBD. Would you like to share something else before we wrap this up with our audience?
Well, now we definitely invite the youngsters who have felt that they missed the bus, as you said early, who think that they would love to finish the graduation or would love to finish a program. You're welcome to join MIBD, and we'll definitely give you a hand that helps you develop your career.
Amazing. So we'll add all the details to MIBD at the bottom of this video, so you can definitely feel free and click the link and get your details there. David Ebenezer, it's been a real pleasure speaking with you today in this podcast. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, and thank you so much for listening. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Welcome to Business Time, the main stage for your business.